So left-hand one was you before. I say grip is better. I'm not going to say it's perfect yet because I don't want to sort of just lie and say, yeah, that's fine. I think in time that right hand will just get a little bit more over, on top there, just to sort of neutralise your left hand, because your left hand is your dominant hand anyway. Yeah. That's not too bad, but your right hand is get a bit underneath, and that's going to sort of, your left hand's then trying to go against what your right hand wants to do, which is, again, your stronger hand's going to generally dominate, okay? As I say, in terms of the takeaway, it was a little bit kind of wooden and ridged on the way back. I mean, both arms sort of locking out, not much wrist hinge here now. As you get to about here, the club kind of almost gives way a little bit, but they haven't really had much hinge here. If we compare that to these sort of practice swings you're making there now, we can see a nice sort of, at least at this position here now, we've almost got that kind of 90-degree wrist hinge. Right. We're setting the club on the way back, and we're releasing the club on the way through nicely there. That's perfect, okay? You look at the left-hand one here now. I mean, look at your left arm. That is going to lead to pain in about 5-10 years' time if you keep playing at that sort of level, okay? So keep that body moving, okay, as the body rotates, and just softening things up nice and loose, nice and relaxed, okay? I'd practice that in front of the mirror as much as you can, getting that L to L, as we call it. Your body's going to move. You just allow your thing to rotate. Then we get the golf ball, as you'll see now. We get the same good backswing, okay? Better, okay, as we come through. It's all right. I mean, that doesn't look to me as painful as that one, and that's the thing. From my just in here, well, exactly. But that's the swing of a golfer who is just scared of left, and we could see that in your golf swing. You're trying to do whatever you can. You know, if you had to try to send a ball to the right, what would you do? You just block your arm off this way, and if you're blocking your arm off this way, this arm's going to lead and stay very high. And like I say, from a health perspective, in your shoulder there, that left arm and left elbow is fighting what it doesn't really want to do. No. It wants to fight. If I said you hit a top spin shot with your left hand, or think about throw a frisbee. I mean, you're throwing a frisbee, your arm, you wouldn't throw a frisbee that way, would you? So in some ways, the visualization for you is almost like throwing a frisbee. Let this elbow just soften and release, and you're throwing it towards target. If you throw a frisbee that way with the left arm, you go there somewhere, which again would be the kind of counteraction of a ball hooking to the left, The grip is definitely getting better. Grip being round in under there, it's moved round maybe a few degrees. It could come a little bit more. And if you're not sure, do some practice swings at home or on the range, film them, send them back to me, and say, is it looking good? I doubt you'll ever go too weak, but we want to make sure we don't get too on the other side too much, okay? So we'll find that sort of comfortable point, because to me the grip's got three purposes, okay? Number one's got to be comfortable. If it doesn't feel comfortable, it's not how good it might be. It's going to feel awful in your hands. You'll not swing the club properly, okay? Number two, it's got to be able to create power and speed, which you can do, obviously. And number three, can it return the club face back to the ball square? It's coming back this way. You then got to try and do some shoving in the downswing to rectify that, okay? So work on that L to L, soft and soft and soft. I think that sort of frisbee throwing would be quite a good visualisation or a feeling of how your left arm would just kind of naturally fold this way, You wouldn't sort of throw a frisbee and lift your arm up there, because you wouldn't get much success out of it, would you? Does that make sense,
No, it's lovely stuff.
Good man, very good stuff.